Hey traders, in this video we are going to be discussing one of the best SMC indicators on Tradingview. Well, to be precise, we are going to be talking about the Liquidity Sweeps Indicator. All right. So let us just quickly add the Liquidity Sweeps Indicator to the chart right away. Okay. Now, if you've ever been stopped out of a trade only to see price reverse in your direction, this tool is exactly what you need. All right. You need to understand what is happening behind the scenes. Okay. Liquidity sweeps happen when smart money manipulates price to grab liquidity before making the real move. Large institutions and market makers often push price into areas where retail traders have placed their stop losses. Right? It kind of sounds unfair, but I guess that's just the reality of it, right? So, in such scenarios, when the big guys have pushed price into areas where retail traders set their stop losses, maybe in a situation like this, you can see that we had a resistance zone around here, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. But here, you can see that there was a liquidity sweep. You can see that price rose above the resistance, and suddenly afterwards, a decline began significantly, right? So those that entered a sell and maybe set their stop loss around here would have gotten stopped out, only for the markets to reverse back in their direction. So it's quite a sad situation, right? So these liquidity grabs are key moments in the market, and identifying them can help you avoid stop hunts and catch real institutional moves. Now, the liquidity sweeps indicator highlights these areas. As you can see, this area highlighted in red. It shows that that is a liquidity sweep area, right? You can see what happened here. Look at what happened here. Look at what happened here, right? So this indicator allows you to see when and where smart money is targeting liquidity zones, right? Now, smart money concepts, or SMC for short, are all about understanding the true market structure. And the liquidity sweeps indicator gives a clear visual representation of where price is likely to reverse or continue after liquidity is taken, right? You can see all these red shaded areas, green shaded areas on the chart. Okay. What makes this indicator so powerful? One is that it automatically detects liquidity zones. You can see these zones highlighted on the chart. Automatically detects liquidity zones and sweeps. So it helps traders spot fake breakouts and smart money traps. All right. The indicator actually works across Forex, stocks, and crypto markets. All right. So, irrespective of the asset class that you prefer trading, this indicator can be a valuable addition to your trading toolkit. Okay. And it complements other SMC tools like order blocks and imbalance zones. Okay. Now, to start using this indicator, you just have to head to Tradingview. Okay. You search for liquidity sweeps indicator and you add it to your chart, just like I already did when I started the video. Once the indicator has been activated, you'll see clear liquidity sweeps, markers showing areas where price is likely to react. Okay, areas where price is likely to react. You can customize the settings, right? You can actually customize the settings, to adjust, the swings. You can see this option: only wicks, only out breaks, and retest. You can actually modify this whichever one you prefer for the indicator to display, right? And all of that. Okay. This is for a more tailored approach to your trading style. You can actually customize the settings. Now, here's how to use this indicator in real market conditions. One is to identify a liquidity zone. You look for areas where price has multiple highs or lows forming equal levels. All right, these are prime targets for liquidity sweeps. Okay, prime targets for liquidity sweeps. All right, then you wait for the sweep, like what happened here when price takes out these levels and the indicator makes a liquidity grab, right? Do not jump in immediately. When price takes out these levels and the indicator marks liquidity grab, do not jump in immediately, okay? Confirm the move. Use additional SMC tools like order blocks, fair value gaps, or BOS, break of structure, to confirm a valid trade setup. Okay, that's actually important. Then you can enter your trade if the sweep aligns with other confirmations. You can enter a trade with a proper stop loss placement. For example, after this liquidity sweep prevailed, after this liquidity sweep, you can actually enter a a sell trade. You can enter a sell trade right after the price dropped back below the resistance zone, and then you can set your stop loss above that level, that new high that was formed, right? And then your take profit can actually be at other liquidity zones below, right? Support zones, right? You can set your take profit at demand zones below. Okay, so just ensure that you have a good risk to reward ratio. For example, in this scenario, we can see that the risk to reward was 1:2. Okay, just make sure that you have a good risk to reward ratio, because that is very, very important. Okay, so in addition to a good risk to reward ratio, ensure that you are also risking a small percentage of your account balance in a single trade. The recommended percentage is between 1 to 2% per trade. All right, do not risk a very large amount of your account balance in a single trade. It's not advisable. Okay, so now that you understand how to use one of the best SMC indicators on Tradingview, which is the Liquidity Sweeps Indicator, it is time to apply it to your trading. Meanwhile, I would recommend that you try out this indicator on a demo account first, and when you have been able to understand the indicator very well and how to use it effectively, then you can apply it to your live charts, okay, for actual trading with real money. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you've used this indicator before, or if you have any questions. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more powerful trading strategies. See you in the next video, and happy trading.